In continuation with the properties of ROC, let's discuss the given example. In this example, you have to find the inverse Laplace transform of the function xs. Okay, and for this given function xs, these are the considered ROC. For that, you have to calculate the inverse Laplace transform, right? So how you can find? First you have to find the partial fraction for the given function. So for the partial fraction, this can be written as xs is equals to a upon s plus 1 plus b upon s minus 1 plus c upon s plus 2. Okay, now this a b c value can be identified by finding the values of a, b, c using the partial fraction rules. We will have the expression xs is equals to 1 upon s plus 1 minus 2 upon s minus 1 and 1 upon s plus 2. Okay, now you have to write the inverse Laplace transform for the given function. So for the given function, so for that you have to consider this condition first. For this you have to find the inverse Laplace transform. Okay, in this condition we can see that the ROC is defined as real part of s is greater than 1 for whole system function. Okay, it means if it is greater than 1, it means all the terms will have the ROC in the right half plane. If the ROC exists in the right half plane, means the all terms, this term, this term, this term, will be right sided sequence. Okay, this is the right sided sequence, this is the right sided sequence. And for the right sided sequence, you write the transform as e to the power minus at ut has a Laplace transform 1 upon s plus a, and real part of s is greater than minus a. Okay, you will consider this transform pair to write the inverse Laplace transform for this if the sequence you are considering are right sided. Okay, if this is right sided, for this the ROC will be not ROC, the inverse Laplace transform is this. Okay, and for this it will be this function, and for this it will be this function if you are considering all the terms right sided, right? Okay, similarly you can calculate the inverse Laplace transform for B part. In B part, you see that the reason of convergence is defined for less than minus 2 part. Okay, less than minus 2 part means in this S plane, if you mark all the poles, minus 1 will come here, minus 2 will come here, and 1 will come here. Less than minus 2 part is this. Okay, it means you have to consider with respect to this pole as a left sided sequence, with respect to this pole as a left sided sequence, then only you will get the overlapped area with respect to each term. Okay, so in this case you are considering each term left sided sequence. And for the left sided sequence, which transform pair you will use? The transform pair you will use is minus e to the power minus at u of minus t has a transform 1 upon s plus a, real part of s not greater than less than minus a. Okay, using this transform pair you can write the Laplace transform this, this and this with respect to each term. Okay, so this is the inverse Laplace transform for B part. Now consider the third part. For the third part, the given ROC in between -1 to 1. So you can consider this as in C part. You see that real part of S greater than -1. So term with respect to this pole will be right sided. -1 means this will be right sided. It will be a right sided sequence. Okay, and real part of S less than 1. Less than 1 means the with respect to this term the sequence will be left sided. Okay, so when you draw the ROC for this, the ROC will be on the S plane. If you will draw the ROC greater than -1 part will be this, less than +1 part will be this. Okay, the overlapped area is this for both. Is this. Okay, now there is one term remaining. Which term is remaining? This term is remaining. Here the term remaining is this term. Okay, so the pole corresponding to this term will come here -2, right? If you consider it as a left sided sequence, the ROC will be this. So this is not overlapping with anyone. Okay, now let us suppose if you consider it in this direction. Means right sided. If you consider this as a right sided, okay, then the overlapped area with respect to each term will be this part. Okay, so it means you have to consider that with respect to this term, with respect to which term? With respect to this term, it will be a right sided sequence. With respect to this term, it will be a left sided sequence, and with respect to this term, it will be a right sided sequence. Okay, use the transform pairs to write the inverse Laplace transform. The transform pairs I have written. Using that transform pair, you can write the Laplace transform. So here I have written for the C part. Here I have written. You can write it as, wait a minute, you can write it as, for the C part, okay, this term is right sided, this term is right sided, this term is left sided, and this term is right sided. So for the right side sequence, the term will be this, and for the left sided sequence, the term will be, this, and for the right sided again it will be this term. So add this and this for C part. Okay, similarly you can find the D part. Thank you.